Hello and welcome to the news in English live from Mogadishu. With me, I am Omar. No, the top headlines include Somali president has announced that his government has rejected to declare a famine in the country as he calls on the local people and the aid agencies to support the drought-affected people in the country. Somali president has traveled to Kenya to attend the inauguration of the newly elected President William Ruto in Nairobi. Somali government forces have clashed with Al-Shabaab militants in central Somalia. You will also watch that African Union forces are supporting the local residents in Hiran region to defeat Al-Shabaab militants. Somali leaders conclude talks in Mogadishu to discuss cooperation, security and drought in the country. Galmudug State Parliament has extended the mandate of the president by 1 more year. Welcome back to the news in details. Somali President His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has publicly warned Somali citizens living in Al-Shabaab held areas on Monday to avoid the militants and assist government security forces as they fight to liberate the territory. Flanked by the Prime Minister and the leaders of Somali regional states, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has declared war against Al-Shabaab on all fronts. I urge every Somali citizen to stay away from the areas where the terrorists hide. If you are already there, I urge you to do more because of the government is taking the fight to the Al-Shabaab on all fronts and will liberate them from the entire country, he said. Somali president made these comments after a two-day consultative council meeting in Mogadishu that was attended by the Prime Minister and the leaders of the 5 federal member states. Somali leaders have agreed to cooperate on the security fight against Al-Shabaab, the drought and the good governance in the country. Somali president statement says that the military has already launched offensive earlier this summer to lead the capture of dozens of villages in Hiran region from Al-Shabaab. Somali forces have killed 3 Al-Shabaab militants in southwest state in the latest military offensive against the troop. For the past few weeks, there have been gains made against Al-Shabaab by the Somali forces with the support of locals in Hiran region. At least 3 Al-Shabaab fighters have been killed and several others were wounded after clashes with the Somali government forces in southwest state of Somalia. According to the statement, Somali military in cooperation with local militia raided Al-Gadgudud Al-Shabaab-controlled village under Gandarsha district in Lower Shabelle region. The government forces also destroyed a checkpoint manned by the revenue team of the Al-Shabaab department office in the area. The development comes a day after Somali's Ministry of Information has released a statement in which it said the military liberated 20 towns in south and central Somalia following Al-Shabaab against operations. The terror group has been using these towns as a stronghold for organizing their terrorist attacks with explosives and suicide bombers on different parts of Somalia. Somali's Ministry of Information said in the statement. The military, backed by local militia dubbed Mawisley, killed more than 100 Al-Shabaab militants and liberated over 20 villages during the security operations carried out in the two federal states, according to the Federal Ministry of Information. Al-Shabaab, which is fighting to topple the government, has been forcing enormous pressure and offensive from government forces backed by local militia that seek to flush them out from the Hirshabelle state, southwest Galmudug regional states. This is the latest offensive against Al-Shabaab militants as U.S. military resumes the counter-terrorism operations in Somalia by using the drones to target Al-Shabaab hideouts. Two people from Somali's Puntland state of Somalia were reported to have committed a suicide after the current drought has killed their livestock. The two people committed the suicide in the eastern region of Puntland after their crippling drought killed their livestock, according to the Puntland Drought Relief Committee. The man and the woman were among several families whose livestock were decimated due to the drought. When their livestock died, their livelihood is dwindled, making life difficult for them to manage their lives. They sadly killed themselves. We can confirm the suicide of a mother in Bergal area, a 24-year-old married man whose wife recently gave birth. Drought Relief Committee member Sheikh Osman Mahmoud said. Sheikh Osman has added that there were reports of others attempting suicide by hanging. He said the drought deprived these people of everything they needed to survive. Puntland is one of the areas heavily affected by the drought. According to the Drought Committee, the drought in Puntland has impacted over 1 million people in the country. The committee appealed for more money, saying their funds and efforts were insufficient to deal with the drought response in Somalia. Somalia is facing the worst drought in 40 decades, which is turning into famine by this end of this year. According to the UN estimates, at least 7.8 million, half of the population, were affected by the drought in the country. That's all for our today's English news live from Mogadishu. With me, I am Omar and the rest of the team here in our studio. We leave you bye for now.